As you were at the top of the A on the shade Eredivisie as Ajax maintain the lead heading into the final matches before the international break. But can you boys catch up with them? We'll take a little look next. Right, folks, back once again with a prediction video today. We look forward to match number 12 on the A on the shade Eredivisie. That's right, of course. Ajax lead the charge, 2 points clear over the nearest PEC Zwolle. But of course, it's still the dark horse FC Utrecht, the team to watch. Of course, heading into match day number 12. We'll get to that in a minute. Of course, if you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe and hit your banger today with all things Dutch football related, Blackburn Rose related, world football related, all here under Walruski. That's right, of course. Yes, Ajax maintain their dominance over in the Dutch. Of course, just one defeat so far this season, but can they keep that streak going, keep their lead at the top of the table heading into the international break? We'll have a look at it in a minute. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the pay tree on. Big shout out to you guys, and thank you for your support. If you're new, where you've been, get in amongst it. So here we go then. Of course, we are entering the month of November, which means we're going to find out who was the predictor of the month for October. So here we go, boys. Let's take a look back at the games that did take place this past weekend. Started with AZ Alkmaar against PEC Zwolle. 3-2 win in the end for AZ. Big win for them. They move up to ninth for the tier. But of course, PEC Zwolle are struggling, I think. They are down at the bottom of the table. Meanwhile, Heracles Almelo against Ajax was a 0-0 draw. So just the point for Ajax this week. Bit of an upset there. I went with the 2-1 win myself. Go ahead, Eagles picked up a 4-3 win over Fortuna Sittard. They've had a fantastic season, haven't they? They're up to 8th in the bloody table. 7 goals per though. Heerenveen against Vitesse was a 2-1 win for Vitesse. I went with the draw myself. PSV picked up a win over Twente. 7 goals per right there. 5-2 for PSV as they maintain their 6th spot behind Ajax. Meanwhile, Sparta lost to Feyenoord, just a 1-0 there. Meanwhile, FC Utrecht picked up a 5-1 win, 6 goals over Willem, who of course we're doing well. They're up to 6th at the table. Meanwhile, NEC Nijmegen also continued their fantastic start. 3-0 win over Groningen, and of course Waalwijk picked up a loss against Cambuur. Of course, the new boys doing very well for themselves. Of course, some of the more established teams are struggling. But anyway, let's get into the next round of matches. Of course, shall I count mine up? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there, which is okay. Ajax, of course, leading the charge, 2 points clear over PSV, of course, 1 point clear over Utrecht. So any one of those top 3 sides could go top of the pops. Meanwhile, Feyenoord do have a game in hand. If they win that, they could go to 25 points, of course. So it's not all a doom and gloom. It's not over just yet. Take a look at the prediction league then, shall we? Got 5. 5 gets me nowhere, really. Gets me 8. Look what Nanakem shows off with the 7. So well done to him. Lionel L's up there. Of course, the whole chasing pack with 6. How about the grand scheme of things? Well, this is the leaderboard as it stands. Nanakem is dominating, 6 points clear of Winky, of course, who sits in 2nd spot. But of course, it is early days, still a lot of points on the agenda. But of course, who actually won the predictor of the month for October? Well, what is the predictor of the month? Well, if you're new, you don't know what it's all about. Well, each and every month we award the winner who got the most points within the month of whatever. So we're looking at October right now. So whoever got the most points, of course, will win a Willy Wonka Golden Style ticket, which means an entrance to the prize draw at the end of the season, where any one of the Willy Wonka winners will, of course, have a shot at winning a prize at the end of the season. The prize is either a t-shirt or an Amazon gift card or something along those lines. You can win in multiple months. You can also be multiple winners. So who actually won this month's predictor of the month? Well, I can tell you right here and now, it was 2 guys, Deep at the Great and Shane O'Donnell. Well done to you guys. Give you a round of applause. You joined the likes of Winky, Tom Stainer, Nanakem, Liam 2000 and Nanakem as, of course, winners of previous predictors of the month. So far, after 3 months, there's been 2, 4, 6, 7 winners. So as you can see, on average, picking around about 2.5 winners a month. So you could be next in the month of November. Where do we begin? Right here, right now, of course, using this website. Go here, Dutch, get your predictions in. Of course, you could be the winner of predictor of the month. So anyway, let's get into it then, shall we? Of course, next one matches, starting with FC 20. My boys are up against Heracles Almelo, kicking off on, of course, Friday, November the 5th. Now, these two sides, according to my eyes, played each other around about 29 times, 2005, 17 wins for 20, of course, 5 wins for Heracles Almelo, and 7 draws. Big win for 20, of course, was a 5-0 win. The big win was a 3-0 win. 20, just 1 win in 5 for them, 50% form. Meanwhile, of course, drawing a lot of games. Meanwhile, Heracles Almelo just 1 win in 4, 58% form for them as well, heading into this one. Last round over in Enschede was a 1-1 draw back in May 2021. 20 haven't won this game since they beat Almelo 2-1 and at the Grossvesta back in 2017, of course, back in September. Of course, Twente did lose to Eindhoven last round. Heracles Almelo picked up a 0-0 draw against Ajax. Look at the odds. 20 is your host, 32 is your draw, 25 is your away win on this one. Going to go with 20 on this one. Whoa, cheeky 2-1 win for 20 for me. Next, of course, are PEC Zwolle, who are struggling against Cambuur, who are doing A-OK for the first time back in the top flight. Of course, let's take a look at it then. Of course, played 32 times since 2004, 16 wins in Zwolle, 11 wins at Cambuur, Cambuur, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Zwolle was a 6-1 win. The biggest win was a 3-0 win. However, Zwolle just won defeat the past 3 games, 33% form. They may have turned the corner. However, Cambuur back-to-back wins for them, 50% form over the last 6 games, winning 3, losing 3 of the last 6. Of course, last time around, over in Zwolle was a 2-1 win. That was a friendly. However, last time in competitive action, over in Zwolle was a 2-2 draw back in August 2015 in, of course, the top flight. Zwolle did lose to AZ Alkmaar last round. Of course, Waalwijk lost to Cambuur last round. Cambuur picked up the victory. Look at the odds on this one. We have Zwolle 29-20 for the victory. Of course, 55-2 is draw, 70-10 is your win. It could go either way. This one tight, airtight. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw myself on this. Next up, of course, we have the leaders and the Champions. It is, of course, Ajax. They were taking on Go Ahead Eagles. That's right, over at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Place of the 14 times since 1993. No wins for Go Ahead Eagles. 14 wins for Ajax. No draws. So it's plain Jane must win, right? Of course, Ajax came into this just one with defeated by 6 games, 75% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Go Ahead Eagles, though, 4 wins in the mount, 83% form. They look good at the moment. That's the place, of course, over in Amsterdam was a 3-0 win for Ajax. That was in the KNV Becker. Back in, of course, October 2018. Last time, though, in the league was back in May 2017. It was also a 4-0 win for Ajax. Ajax haven't conceded the goal against Go Ahead Eagles in the last 3 competitive matches. Of course, Ajax, though, did pick up a 0-0 draw against Almelo last round. Go Ahead Eagles picked up a 7-goal against Sittard with the W as well. Odds on this one, Ajax at 12-1 on for the victory. At 80-1 is your long shots. Let's Go Ahead Eagles. 10-1 is your draw. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Ajax on this one. Of course, they look good, and of course, they've never lost to Go Ahead Eagles. Or will they? Kicking off order, Willem II will take on, of course, Sparta Rotterdam. Of course, these take place on, of course, Saturday, November the 6th. They play each other 44 times since 1993, 23 wins for Willem, 11 wins for Sparta, 10 draws. Of course, big win for Willem, 6-0 win. The big win there is a 3-0 win. Willem just one win in the past 6 games, 33% form for them right now. Meanwhile, one win for Sparta coming into this, 25% form as well. Of course, a lot of draws knocking around for both of these two sides. Of course, last time around over in Willem was a 3-1 win for Sparta. That was back in December 2020. Of course, Sparta did lose to Feyenoord. Of course, Willem lost to Utrecht last time out. Look at the odds on this one. We're 23-20 for the host, 5-2 is draw, 11-5 is your away win. So very, very tight on this one, going with the host. So the bookies, I'm going with the draw, 1-1 right down the middle. Next, of course, NEC Nijmegen taking on Heerenveen over in, of course, Nijmegen. Play each other 46 times since 1994, 70 wins for Nijmegen, 20 wins for Heerenveen, and 9 draws. Biggest win for Nijmegen, 4-1 win. The biggest win the other way is a 5-0 win. Of course, Nijmegen win 3 in about 6-7% form for them right now. Meanwhile, just 1 win and 4 for Heerenveen, 33% form for them in a bit of a rut. Of course, last round in Nijmegen was a 2-1 win for Nijmegen. That's back in August 2016 in the AWA on the shader. Of course, Heerenveen picked up a loss against Vitesse last round. Nijmegen picked up a win against Groningen. Of course, they've got to win those games. The odds 6-4 is your host, 2-1 is your away win, 25 is your draw. Nijmegen look good right now, but I think they're going to lose. 1-0 win, Heerenveen will take it. Vitesse Arnhem, they will take on Utrecht. Of course, a bit of a top of the table crunch clash. These two sides played each other 61 times since 1993. 20 wins for Vitesse, 20 wins for Utrecht, and 13 draws. Biggest win for Vitesse, a 6-1 win. The biggest win there was a 5-1 win. Vitesse just won defeat the past 5 games in all competitions, 67% all for them right now. Meanwhile, one defeat the past 6 for Utrecht. 83% form for them heading into this one. Last time around, they're over in Vitesse, was the 1-0 win for Vitesse. They've won 3 in the bouts against Utrecht in all competitions. Of course, they beat them 1-0 last round over in January 2021. Utrecht picked up a 5-1 win over Wilhelm. Of course, Vitesse picked up a win over Horhoffen Heerenveen. Look at the odds on this one. What do we have on this then? We have Vitesse 2-1 for the victory, 6-5 is your Utrecht, and 5-2 is draw. This is tight as well. I'm going with a 5-goal thriller though. Vitesse will nick it. Utrecht will take the W. Next, of course, we have Groningen. They're going to be taking on RKC Waalwijk. This is on Sunday, September the 7th. Of course, played 35 times since 1983. 11 wins for Groningen. 1993. 11 wins for Groningen, 30 wins for Waalwijk, and 11 draws. Of course, biggest win for Groningen, 3-0 win. The biggest win was a 4-0 win. Groningen given to just 1 defeat the past 5 games, 50% for. Meanwhile, 1 defeat the past 5 games also for Waalwijk, 50%. All these guys have got identical records. Of course, last time around over in Groningen was a 2-0 win for Groningen. That was, of course, back in December 2020. Of course, Groningen picked up a loss against Nijmegen. Of course, Waalwijk lost to Cambuur last round. Look at the odds on this one. We have Groningen 11-8 on for the victory, 35 short, 54 is your away win. That's, of course, Waalwijk. I'm going with the hosts to get a draw on this one. 0-0 in the end. Sittard up against PS Bloody V. Let's take a look at this one then, shall we? Of course, what did I say against PSV? I said Fortuna Sittard up against PSV. That's what I said. Anyway, they played the 20 times since 1995. First 1 win for Sittard, 17 wins for PSV, and 2 draws. Biggest win, the only win for Sittard was a 6-4 win over PSV. Meanwhile, PSV picked up a 5-0 win. That's the biggest win, of course. Heading into the third, PSV just 1 win and 3, 67% form for them right now. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat about 4 games for Sittard, of course, 50% form though. Heading into this one. Last time around, over in Sittard was a 3-1 win for PSV. That was back in March 2021. Of course, Eindhoven picked up a win over Enschede last round. Of course, Sittard lost 7-3 to go with the Eagles last round. Look at the odds on this one. 72 your host, 7-2 on is your PSV, 17-4 is your draw. PSV should win this one, shouldn't they? I've gone with a 2-1 win for the W. And then finally, of course, final up against AZ Alkmaar, the game of the day, really. Of course, these two sides locked on 51 times in the past, since 1996, 20 wins for Feyenoord. We got 13 wins for AZ, and of course 10 draws. Biggest win for Feyenoord was a 6-1 win. The biggest win was a 3-0 win. Feyenoord competition 1 defeat past 6 games, 75% form for them right now. Me 1 defeat of about 6 for AZ, 83% form for them right now. Again, both of those in all competitions, including Europe and all that kind of jazz. Last round in finals, a 3-2 win for AZ. They've actually won 1, 2, 3 in the bout, so against Feyenoord as well. They've all been pretty thrillers as well. Feyenoord did pick up a win against Sparta last round. AZ Alkmaar picked up a win over Zwolle last round. The odds on this one though, tight, 11-10 on is your Feyenoord, 11-4 is your AZ, 11-4 is your draw. Could go either way. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw right in the middle. What about you? What about you guys? Make sure you get picks in, of course, for this one. Of course, a brand new month, which means, of course, a brand new shot at the predictor of the month. You could be top of the table right here, right now. But until then, though, that's all I've got for you. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the link down below. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, of course, Patreon as well. But until then, though, I'll see you soon for the next one, which, of course, will be after the international break. But until then, stay safe out there. And, of course, get your picks in. Until then, we're done.